We just played is called Party Robots, and how it came to be, I guess, initially I had not a whole lot of kind of information other than this title called Party Time, and so I was writing music and kind of dreaming of all kinds of weird and wonderful aspects of a party, and I had this kind of groove and bass line, which you hear, which is a little bit deceptive because it's actually just in 4/4 time, but it kind of feels a little bit wonky. And so I had this groove, and then I wrote one part, the trumpet melody. Then I wrote this kind of accompaniment part for myself on trombone, and then I thought it kind of reminded me somehow of two robots kind of dancing or commiserating at a party. And so, you know, at that point I really didn't know much from Kim about what the show was going to entail. So there aren't really any robots in the show, but we still call it Party Robots. And yeah, you know, sometimes things just remind you of something, or you get an image in your head, even if it's just your own kind of little vision of it. But I imagine these two party robots. It's kind of a little bit mechanical sounding, and the lines intertwine, but it, I don't know, reminded me of two partying robots having a good time together. Well, you know, I really like, you'll hear at the beginning, when the bass line comes in, you kind of, like I said, think it might be in a different time signature, and what Luis plays at the beginning really adds to that kind of obscurity of where the pulse is. So it's pretty, you know, you can kind of feel that it's funky, but you don't know what time it's in. And then I love what he does at the beginning, and then the second time in the melody, he plays kind of a much different, more straight, 4 on the floor drum groove that makes that bass line. Then you kind of go, oh, right, it's just a 4. So I like when that happens. And the light goes on, you kind of go, oh, right, okay, it's just that. But at the beginning, everyone's scratching their heads, including us even, trying to keep the count, because Luis is kind of twisting it on its head a little bit. So I like when that 4 on the floor feel comes in, and then you can get a sense for what it truly is, which is not that complicated at all. So, yeah. I want audiences to know that there's a huge kind of mix of styles. As you can see, there's both upright and electric bass. Luis has this wonderful kind of hybrid kit with conga and bongo and a bunch of percussion and different cymbals. And I'm playing a little bit of keyboards and trombones, so we can, this year as well, we're covering a pretty big span of styles. A lot of it is kind of pretty groovy, and it's influenced, of course, by a lot of different music that I love, but I think there's just something for everyone in this show. And I'm pleased so far. The you know, Vicky and Kim and all the dancers have been really kind of enjoying it. So I feel like come check it out, because there's bound to be something that you're gonna like. Hopefully more than one thing. It's pretty fun music, and of course it's meant to be kind of like a party. So it's very festive in some spots. It's a bit gritty and greasy in other spots, and then it's kind of quite pretty and beautiful in other places. So there's lots of everything in there. Yeah.